Ever wondered why silence is often more powerful than words? We live in a world that is brimming with noise. From the constant chatter of social media to the relentless hum of city life, it's easy to overlook the profound power of silence. But what if we told you that silence, far from being an absence, is actually a presence? A presence of mind, of focus, and of strength. You see, silence has been misinterpreted for too long. It's often seen as a sign of weakness, a gap to be filled, or worse, as an indication of ignorance. But that's a misconception. Silence doesn't necessarily mean you have nothing to say. It can mean you're taking the time to listen, to observe, to understand. It's about being present in the moment, absorbing what's going on around you and learning from it. Think about it. When you're silent, you're not just passive. You're actively engaging with your surroundings. You're watching. You're analyzing. You're processing information. That's anything but weakness. It's strength. It's the strength of observation, the strength of understanding, the strength of patience. Now let's delve a little deeper into this idea. Consider silence as a tool that can be wielded with precision and intent. It's a tool that can help you gain insight, build relationships, and make wiser decisions. It's a tool that allows you to step back, to reflect, and to respond rather than react. So instead of rushing to fill every silence, try embracing it. Let it wash over you. Allow it to open your eyes, your mind, and your heart. You might be surprised at what you discover when you give silence the space it deserves. Silence isn't an absence of words, it's a presence of mind. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of noise, remember the power of silence. Harness it, use it, and let it guide you towards a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Silence speaks when words can't, don't you agree? We're venturing into the vast realm of silence in communication. It's a common misconception that communication is all about words. The reality, however, is far more nuanced. Silence, my friends, is a language in and of itself, often conveying a depth of emotion and thought that words fail to capture. Think about it. Have you ever been in a situation where words fell short, where the silence hanging in the air was more profound, more eloquent than any string of words? Perhaps it was a shared silence between you and a loved one, a silence brimming with understanding and empathy. Or maybe it was a silence that echoed with tension, a silence that spoke volumes about unvoiced disagreements or unresolved issues. Silence is a chameleon, changing its colors according to the context. It can be a comforting blanket, enveloping two people in mutual understanding. It can be a loud gong signaling discomfort or discord. So, how does one harness the power of silence in communication? The key is to get comfortable with it. We're often so afraid of silence, seeing it as awkward or uncomfortable, that we rush to fill it with words, but in doing so, we miss out on the opportunity to truly listen, to truly understand. When we embrace silence, we allow space for reflection and understanding. We give the other person the opportunity to express themselves, to truly say what's on their mind without interruption. We encourage thoughtful, meaningful dialogue rather than mindless chatter. And here's the kicker: silence can give you power. In a negotiation, for instance, a well-timed silence can shift the balance of power in your favor. It can make the other person reveal more than they intended, giving you the upper hand. The bottom line: silence is not just the absence of noise, it's a powerful tool in communication, a language that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. So, the next time you find yourself in a conversation, don't be afraid of the silence. Embrace it, listen to it. You might be surprised at what it has to say. Silence is the ultimate weapon of power in communication. Do you take time in silence before making a decision? This question may seem unusual, but it's a crucial aspect of decision-making that is often overlooked. Silence is a powerful tool in decision-making. It provides a moment of pause, a space for introspection and evaluation. When we allow ourselves to sit in silence, we create room for our thoughts to unfurl, for our minds to explore different angles and perspectives, and for our intuition to guide us. It's like taking a step back, to view the bigger picture before making a move. Imagine silence as a canvas. It's blank, uncluttered, ready for your thoughts and ideas to be painted on it. When you're constantly surrounded by noise, be it physical noise or mental chatter, your canvas becomes crowded, and it's difficult to see where one thought ends and another begins. But when you embrace silence, you clear the canvas, providing a clean slate for new ideas and insights to emerge. Now, let's talk about how successful people utilize silence in their decision-making process. They understand that silence is not empty, it's full of answers. They use silence as a sanctuary where they can retreat to reflect on their choices. They value the quiet moments of contemplation before making important decisions. They know that in silence, they can hear their inner voice more clearly, guiding them towards the right path. For instance, consider a chess master contemplating their next move. They sit in silence, analyzing the board, calculating risks, and envisioning possible outcomes. This silence is not passive, it's active and engaged. It's in this silence that strategies are formed, that innovative solutions are discovered, and that informed decisions are made. So the next time you're faced with a decision, big or small, remember to seek silence. Let it be your ally, your advisor. Use it to clear your mind, to focus your thoughts, and to tap into your intuition, because in the hush of silence, you will find clarity, and with clarity comes informed decision-making. Silence provides the space for wisdom to speak. Ever considered silence as a tool for personal growth? Well, it's about time we did. Silence, you see, is not just the absence of noise. It's a space, a realm of tranquility where we can hear our thoughts more clearly, engage with our inner selves more deeply, and foster our personal growth more effectively. Imagine silence as a fertile soil, allowing the seeds of self-awareness to sprout. It's in the quiet moments that we get to reflect on our actions, our choices, and our experiences. We start to recognize patterns, identify strengths and weaknesses, and understand the values that drive us. This process of introspection, powered by silence, can lead to profound self-awareness that forms the bedrock of personal growth. But silence does more than just foster self-awareness. It sharpens our focus, too. In a world buzzing with distractions, silence is a sanctuary where we can concentrate on what truly matters. Whether it's a complex problem at work, a creative endeavor, or a personal project, silence can help us zero in on our tasks with a laser-like focus. In this state of heightened concentration, we can perform at our peak, thereby accelerating our personal growth. Silence also plays a crucial role in improving our mental health. The constant chatter, both external and internal, can be mentally exhausting. But when we embrace silence, we give our minds a much-needed break. This mental rest can reduce stress, boost mood, and enhance overall well-being. Various self-improvement techniques also harness the power of silence. Techniques like meditation, mindfulness, and yoga all utilize silence as a fundamental component. These practices help us calm our minds, center our thoughts, and cultivate a sense of inner peace, fostering personal growth in the process. So, the next time you find yourself in a quiet moment, don't rush to fill it with noise. Instead, let the silence wash over you. Listen to it, learn from it, grow with it. Because it's in these silent moments that we truly connect with ourselves, understand our minds, and unlock our potential. In silence, we find our true selves. Why do the silent ones often turn out to be the most successful? Let's rewind a bit. We've been talking about the power of silence, how it aids communication, enables informed decision-making, and fuels personal growth. Now we're going to tie these threads together and see how they weave the fabric of success. Silence, as we've seen, is a potent tool in communication. It allows us to listen, to absorb, to understand. When we're silent, we're not just hearing, we're actively listening. This active listening facilitates better relationships, both on a personal and professional level. We're able to connect with people on a deeper level, understand their needs, their motivations, their fears. This understanding is vital in all aspects of success, be it in business, leadership, or personal relationships. Next, silence plays a crucial role in decision-making. When we allow ourselves moments of silence, we give our brain the space it needs to process information, to analyze, to strategize. Our decisions then are not impulsive or reactive, but thought out and informed. In the long run, these informed decisions lead to better outcomes, contributing to our overall success. And let's not forget personal growth. Silence is the soil in which personal growth flourishes. It gives us the opportunity to introspect, to self-reflect, to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. We're able to identify our strengths, acknowledge our weaknesses, and chart a path for personal development. Success, after all, begins with self. So, there you have it. Silence, a simple act of quietude, is a potent catalyst for success. It's the key that unlocks effective communication, informed decision-making, and personal growth. The silent ones, it turns out, are not just silent. They're also listening, reflecting, understanding, growing, and ultimately succeeding. Silence, it seems, is not just golden, it's the color of success.